Right, hello guys. Back in. Um, we're here for Tuesday night. We're live for WAOF1, third round of the season. Feels like it's been going on longer, doesn't it? But it's third round of the season, and we're at Monza for quali sprint race and full or the 50% feature race. Let me just get myself in. I can't do two things at once. I can't talk and get myself in because that's just I'm a man. We can't multitask. Terrible at it. Who have we got here? Taylor, hello. Thank you for joining already. And Kai, hello, as promised. Thank you very much. Thank you very kindly for joining. In just a moment, I'm going to be inviting in Davey, who's our resident Geordie in the league, um, to do a quick interview, and I'll just be hoping pretty much that he I can understand the word he says basically. So I'll get him in just a second. Du- 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 du. Oh, where'd he gone? Right then, here we go. Let's invite the man himself, the myth, the man, the legend. That's the wrong way round, isn't it? The man, the myth, the legend. Right, it says he's offline, but he's in the lobby, so he's doing well to be offline and in the lobby. What's the odds he's walked away from his Xbox? Oh no, there he is. Excellent. Hello.
Uh,
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, Davey. Yeah,
Include my audio?
just
Yeah,
about.
oh, you
Yeah,
can hear us.
include your audio,
Cool.
mate. Yeah.
I have done, yeah. I have, yeah.
Excellent, you legend. Let us know if any problems on the stream,
Damn
guys. If you
straight.
can't hear him or anything like that, and we'll try and sort whatever it is out. But
See if I can
hopefully it's all fine. Um, right then. Well, first
just.
of all, Davey, how are you?
I'm not bad, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Hang
Looking
on,
forward
see
to a
if I can
race.
just.
It's,
Well, I don't know if I'm looking forward to a race, but yes, I'm not bad.
yeah. What's Monza like for you? Is it one of your better tracks? Do you think?
No, I do like Monza. I do. Uh, I've gone quite well here in the past, so hopefully I'll get on well here tonight. I've
Cool.
also crashed out here in the past, so.
Oh yeah, I think we've all done that, especially out of Ascari. um,
Yeah,
how long have
yeah.
you been playing F1 games, Davey?
My God. Since PlayStation 1 days, but on
Yeah.
I was thinking. I think in league racing since 2015.
Oh wow. Okay, so you've been league racing a long time, let alone just been playing the F1
Oh
games. So,
yeah, yeah. I
PlayStation One then. So that would have taken you
wasn't
right the
very
way
good
back
back
to
then, but
like 96, 97. I'm guessing. Um, those sort of days. It would have been
it might have
PlayStation
been.
One.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
Well, the first one was
yeah, you
called
might be right.
Formula
I've got a
One,
terrible
wasn't it?
memory, but yeah.
Yeah. Um, awesome.
Indeed,
So
indeed,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. So I've been doing the same, and so Monza is a track that's been in the game every single year. So it's one that we all know very much, like Interlagos. In fact, when we started, Davey, Interlagos would have been a slightly different track. The Senna S didn't exist, I don't think, back when we first started. But anyway, no, that's for another day. Right. So you've joined the league. You've not been here too long. But
No,
you've joined
no,
the
no.
league, you got the seat, and so what's your sort of intentions for the season? First of all, are you enjoying the league? Are you enjoying F1?
Yeah, well, yes, I'm enjoying being back on track. To be fair,
Good, good.
um, I lost it there for a little while, but no, I'm back again. So,
Excellent. Well, we're enjoying you having you on
easing my
track as
way
well.
back
So
again.
yeah.
I mean,
So
I'm not expecting too much because like it's been nearly 2 years since I've been out of off league racing, to be fair, nearly. But yeah,
Okay, so you've had a bit of
myself
time
back in.
off. You come back to it. So taking that into account, what sort of target have you set yourself for the season?
Well, I'd like to finish every race. You know, I mean, I think that's as much as I can think of. I'm not expecting anything higher than that, really. Anything more than that's a bonus, in my opinion. And I want to get back to using no assists. Well, let me just turn that down because that's going to do my head in. Nearly I'd like to get back to using no assists again because before I stopped, I didn't use any traction or for the corners, but that's it.
Yeah.
I'd like to get back there again if I can.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Comes in line with me as well. Definitely the same sort of goal for me. Try and get to no assists, but yeah. Identify as your rival for the season.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, you could go with
Good
operator, and
judgment, to be fair.
that gives operator somebody to fight with as well. So, sorry, I've been kicked out of the lobby, and I'm trying to get myself back in while talking to you at the same time. Now, the last question is just for fun because we did this in what we asked everybody their predictions. We did a silly question at the end of the prediction questions, so I'm going to carry that on into my little interviews at the start. So, for your question, I'm going to go with a piece of furniture. What would you be and why?
Jesus, a piece of furniture. Um, wow. I am probably just a bed because I'm a lazy git. That is, I don't know. Uh, that's a
Yeah.
weird question. Yeah, it really is a weird question. Yeah, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably a bed. I do love my bed, so maybe yeah, probably a bed.
Excellent. Yeah, all right. That's fair enough. And because you love your sleep, I guess. Yeah. So
Oh,
there we go.
I do. I mean, I'm always in my bed.
Oh, me too, mate. Me too. Absolutely. I get kicked out way too often. I'd just stay there if I could. To be honest. Um.
I
Right.
do.
So,
I mean,
sorry. I'll
I
get. There we
live
go.
by myself. Nobody's in bed.
Yeah. Yeah, same mate. But there we go. Sorry, I just got told off by WAOF to go into spectator mode because I had to rejoin. Um, there we go. Right, you're ready up
No
tonight,
problem.
but have a good one tonight, and we'll keep an eye on you and see how you go. And yeah,
Yeah,
just hope you
you
have a
never
good
know.
race,
Some
really.
Twilight Zone moment might be on the podium one day in a Twilight Zone. You never know.
Hey, you'll be up there. Come the end of the season, I reckon you just need a bit of time to get yourself up there. That's all.
I mean, we'll see.
Cool. All right, mate. Good luck.
Brilliant. Cheers, mate. Dan.
Whew, there we go. That's that's unbelievable. We should few words about that. I might have to do another interview with Davey later in the season just so we can talk about Newcastle and get you lot to listen. Um, anyway, guys, we're going ready then, and so just to confirm, as it is a sprint race weekend for Italy, it's going to be a short qualifying session. So we're used to the full quali normally, but it'll be short quali this evening. So it's an 18-minute session. So basically the same as doing qualifying one and then not doing anything else after. So there we have it. Then we'll go into the sprint race, which will decide the final grid slots for the main feature race. And in the sprint, there'll be points available for the top eight, going from 8 for first to 1 for 8th. So we've got all those bits out of the way. Everything on. don't really expect to see anybody. Well, everybody's going to set their best lap on softs, so there's no real reason to have. McLaren did say, he's not got a quali ban, McLaren, but he did say that he was going to start from the back this evening. So, it may be a decent strategy, that, because Italy is I feel it's a down to turn 1, which is a really tight chicane. I have to admit, we had in ARC we had Monza week just a couple of weeks ago, and it's I will be honest, it did cause problems. Well, it gave us our record amount of instant reports we've ever had of 17. So that is over 3 races. So I'm not saying there's going to be 17 incidents tonight. That was over 3 races, but still the highest we ever had. So yeah, there you go. So, having said that, it's not a track where you see that many safety cars. It's an average of 2, so an average of 2 safety cars per race, which basically tells you there's a lot of races that are safety car free, but there is the possibility that it could end up going over 2 safety cars as well. But you'll have a lot of safety car free races down here. So in a way, first lap of the evening, and tonight I think is a good night to see Taylor here. It's our first lap of the session. So there's a couple of drivers ahead of us, but I don't think they're on laps. I'm sure Taylor was first out, so it's a Ferrari and a Haas. They're on the next corner, so not that far ahead. Yellow flag there, but I don't know, it didn't actually show up on the track map. I think it was in sector 3, but we have it. Taylor anyway under the bridge, going up to Ascari. It's always the hot topic of Monza every season, pretty much. You know, what wings you're running, who's running what, who's running 0-0, who's running a little bit higher, and really, for quali you definitely want 0-0, but it can help in a race to run a little bit higher, not much higher. You never want to be running too much higher, but obviously it is called the Temple of Speed for a reason. But anyway, Taylor finishes lap 120.4, called by the pool immediately at 122.2. Junkie's 20.8, Reed into the 19 straight away, Carsey follows him. I am expecting pole position to be a low 119. We may even catch a high 18, but it's more likely, it's probably most likely to be a low 119. Have a man on lap here, Lego Lamb. Even in McLaren, by the way, sorry, I don't think I said that really wrong. Oh, who was that? That was a car, wasn't it? Was that just somebody out the way? It looks like it was. Lego Lamb keeps it very left. You see most people, when they're completing their laps, going over to the right, take the path of least resistance, kind of call it, as we go down to the Ferrari of Dorian. Unfortunately, he's had a bit of a spin. This is recovered and will continue on. Here is James. He's completing his first flying lap. That's a 120.7. It's nice and competitive so far. Hello, Papa. I'm all good, mate. Thank you, and I hope you are as well. Best as can be. And his operator then on his first flying lap. It's in for the Alpine team. He opens up the DRS. So much to say, you can say about Monza, but The all there really is, I mean, there's so much you could say, but all there really is to say is it's been a staple of Formula One for longer than I've been alive, I think, for some time. And a lot of people might consider it the home of Formula One. Certainly the home of Ferrari, Tifosi. It's nicknamed the Temple of Speed. It is the highest average speed of the season around here. And that was moving going into P5 there from McLaren, 120.5. Let's come down. There is a Haas just coming around the corner. He's on his way into the pits by the looks of it. Let's see if we can... Don't know if any of these guys are on laps at the moment. Laguna's on an out lap. Keep him in mind. Maybe Sokovic. Definitely here to support you, McLaren. Who else? Oh dear, I've just been kicked. I've been kicked out of the lobby. Oh dear. McLaren's opted to start from the back tonight, Papa. I don't know why he's opted to do that. I know he wants to do a Elaster first, but no, I don't. I said earlier on, I don't blame him. It's a dodgy first corner around here. Even in the best of leagues, it's which this is, it's sort of every chance. Whenever you have a corner which is such heavy braking down to the lowest gears as your first corner, you're going to have problems. Let's hope we avoid them tonight, but oh no, Matthew, it's disqualified. Unfortunately, I've missed that, mate, because I've been kicked. Just getting back in now. Yeah, he's doing an exo, mate, and starting from the back. I'm not sure. Yeah. It's going to be me now as well. I'm going to be doing that all the time, mate. There we go. Right, Carsey's on an out lap. We'll try and get a lap with him in just a moment. In fact, I'm looking down, actually. I'm not sure if anybody's on a hot lap. Maybe Daguna here. Okay, Matthew. Yeah. Oh, sorry you didn't know that, mate. But yeah, if you get beached on a curb or... Well, if you get beached anywhere. So if you're completely beached in the car, the game won't let you move. That's the only time that you can use the reset to track option. But it means we're going to have the two Ferraris on the back row. And I just like I said to McLaren, Dorian, that might be a little blessing in disguise. You never know. Let's come down. Davey in the pits. Oh, sorry, we were going to Carsey, weren't we? So, on board. I'm aware of it. We haven't done the hilly hot lap yet, so we'll get that one in a moment. Axel will be very pleased to hear that, McLaren. Oh, Carsey's had an invalidation. Because now he's got one on the board. Now he's going to use the rest of his laps to really try and go for it and see if he can hit a 118. He is able to do that. So we'll see. I'm trying to remember what Reed hit in practice earlier on. I think it was a 119.5 in practice, as in an actual practice session, so the track wouldn't have been at full, its best performance. So yeah, it certainly means, if he's done a 119.5 in practice earlier on, then Reed can certainly do that in an actual qualifying session, and it would suggest that actually he can certainly get low 119s as well. And I think Carsey will need to be on top form to take pole this week. Well, Matthew McLaren did the pre-season race and won it. It's Spain won it, and that's the only race he's done as well. So it's both your first competitive races in a way. Let's come off of Taylor. He's on a. Oh, sorry, it looks like Reed. So right down to turn 1 then. So see Reed doesn't go down to first. A lot of drivers will use first through that first corner, but with no traction, it's a lot easier to use a higher gear if you can. It's nice and to the right. In the race, you'll probably see people drifting over to the left a little bit there. It's a little bit easier on the tyres. And oh, we got a spin. Oh, I think he's lost an end plate, and that's set the track. I'm in trouble for it. We'll have to see, but don't worry about that for now. Oh, and cool by the pool. Everybody having a bit of trouble at the moment. Fun things a bit slippy. 3 drivers already into the 19s. It's very impressive. Oh, Baz. It's just coming up towards the end of sector 2. Let's see. Nice. Almost 3 attempts down is Baz at this point. So, operator as well doesn't improve. What else we got? Movement, where are you, sir? Right towards the end of sector 1. And he's almost a 10th up. Hey, Sierra. No, he's not. Which is probably a good thing, because he tends to be slower in art than he is in other leagues. So, he definitely needs to up his game for WAOF1 here tonight. So, he is usually somewhere up the top. He's sort of top 6, something like that. It's, right, and then on his way down to the final corner. Which name I forgot? Oh, I can try and think of the name of this final corner for the next half hour, guys, or somebody can just remind me what it is, if you don't mind. Oh, Parabolica, isn't it? I don't need it. Don't anybody say it. If you say it, it looks like I got it off of you. It's Parabolica. Not that any of you lot can spell that in a way, so. There is a lot of mistakes going on at the moment, McLaren, and on a bone dry track, what we're used to. Hopefully they iron them out before the races, but you are right, sir. There is a lot of little rookie mistakes going on. And rookie's not even in this league. Ah, here's an improvement. Oh no, sorry, he's just improved. Right, Solex. That's the end of sector 2. So no time on the board yet from Solex. We've not got anything to compare to. He's had a little bit of a moment through Ascari. And a bit of a bigger moment coming out of Ascari, so Ascari definitely a place that causes trouble, it seems. I'll just make sure I'm in a party still. I'm starting to wonder if I was putting these drivers off. Saying their names. Right, Sokovic into the pits. Switch here. Gets it to the right, and there's a lot of energy. Just over half a tenth down. It's not much. Perfectly recoverable. Yeah, I think you're right, McLaren. I seem to remember it did change. Sarah, thank you. Yeah, no, you are right. It did change, and it's changed. It's the name of an old Italian Formula One driver, from, like the 60s or the 50s or something. But I can't remember for the life of me who it is. So it will forever. And plus, I can remember when I did hear the name, I thought I ain't saying that. I'll just keep calling it Parabolica because it's too hard to say. We'll stick with Parabolica, I think. Plus, Parabolica is kind of fun to say. Comes Reed for the line then and goes 1:19.596. He's run nearly 4 tenths, and that is very similar to the time he did in practice earlier on. So there's no doubt he's still got more in him. He wasn't as fast on that run through sets of 1. Oh, another little error. It's not putting too much confidence, and it's not having a safety car this week. After that amazing race last week in Australia with no safety cars was extraordinary. Bet your house on a safety car at Australia on this game, but becomes the Aston Martin teamwork. Look, getting the toe all the way down the straight there. Luna comes round through Parabolica and keeps it over to the right. Crosses the line, 1:20.7, ninth for the Gooner. Yeah, just seems to be struggling a bit around here. He is usually a bit further up, but that's what it is. He is teammate in Whoopi now, of course, so very strong team, Aston Martin, to be fair. Here's someone I've been wanting to watch, so already improving through sets of 1. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Sarah. So yeah, so I'm guessing actually curva means curve, so or corner. So Alboreto curva, curva Alboreto. It's my Italian accent. Sounds very similar to my French accent and my Welsh accent. Oh come on, let's go here then. So improvement going on here. Just then that's the end of sector 2. Half a tenth at the moment. And that's going to spin him too much. So, really trying to push us. And we are out of time. But goodness me. I've had a yellow flag up there so much I haven't actually seen the time for the whole of qualifying. But checker flag is out. Best Italian answer, thank you. Chiava. No, not Chiava. What was that on earth was that then? Curva Alboreto. Oh, into the pits. Can you believe it? I honestly thought he was on a hot lap then. James now. Junkie. Someone be, please. No, he can't be. Well, he can't be because both McLarens have got checkered flags against them and they're both ahead of him. There you go. No, so that is it then, guys. A little bit disappointing this week, but on the old quali times. Of course, what we don't know, well, McLaren should know, is there any... No, don't tell me, actually. I was going to ask if there was any rain forecast, but don't tell me. Because if there is, they could well be set up differently. But in a way, Reed has taken pole position, so congratulations to Reedy. Brilliant job. Car CP2, some familiar front 119s. Oh, it's a snowstorm. And, oh look, I've been kicked out again. No, that's not going to continue all blooming night. What's going on? I haven't got any other devices connected, have I? No. Mind you, it's probably not my internet, it's probably the... No, my internet's running on max. It's got 4 or 5 bars on it. Pretty. Oh well, it's probably the EA servers, not me. Right, so we're not going to miss anything, guys. There will be a bit of a break between the two sessions, so we are okay. So it should just be a short break, about 2-3 minutes. I think 3 minutes. Well, usually tells you in the Discord when to ready up, so just wait for him. So get a road car. Yeah, don't think the Formula One car is going to work too well in the snowstorm, but we'll get through it. Well, you will. I'll sit here and nice warm and watch and laugh with me coffee. I still got birthday cake left over as well, so I might have a slice of birthday cake during the race. Nah, you can't do that. That'd be cheating. You can't have a third Aston Martin out there, even if it is a safety car. It's a good point. We are down the driver, aren't we? We were supposed to be full as always, but we are a driver down tonight. So who we lost? Just waiting for the shout out, guys. Usually I go off and make myself a coffee. Should I go and do that? You can hear my little tootings on the cup. Let's do that. That's what they call me, hilly tootings, they do. In some circles. Oh, I got caught. That's the problem when you're carrying a controller around with you with a headset on. You've got a wire dangling all over the place. Get caught on knobs. Yeah, I'm going to get caught on that knob as well, man. Right. There, just got a few minutes of coffee and all. I can hear cars right, and they got to do a formation, that would be fine. Let's go to the tyres just to make sure. Yeah, everybody is on the medium tyres, and I have to say, doing the practice race, I had a little bit of a practice race beforehand. We did a sprint, and even the medium tyres, the left rear was on nearly 50% by the end of the sprint race. So that's why you're not seeing any softs. In fact, the guys that did try softs, they got halfway around the final lap when the tyre blew up. So yeah, it's softs is a no-go. I'd say because they got so close to the end, you probably could nurse it round, but is that really the way that you're going to be particularly quick? I think probably not. So go. I can't believe McLaren's got his own little fan on his first race as well. Well, competitive race. So we don't want to keep the tyres up, do we? Everybody is on the medium tyres. So, Reed not hanging about on the formation lap. He's getting himself round. And he's going to have a long wait. I got sent for a long wait on a building site once. Never found it. Guys, they told me to ask. For sure they had one. They looked for hours, but couldn't find it. So there we go. It's not going to give me a particularly good view, is it? So let's go on board. Perhaps. No, I think probably there so we can see the front runner. So there we go then. Lights start coming on. Fifth light on. And out they go. And away we go. Three-Monza-Full really doesn't get off the line. Completely bogs down, but a good start from Taylor. And he's going to be able to challenge into turn 1, but he's on the outside. And there's somebody missing the break-in. Straight across. Oh, and Taylor gets turned round there. I think that was by Reed, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so don't be absolutely sure. Just going, I caught a glimpse of the colours of the car, so I could have been wrong. But in a way, it's car seat that's ended up in the lead. There's all sorts going on, guys, at the moment. It's hard to keep up with it all, quite honestly. But Carsey has gotten away in the lead. Reed now is into P2, Three-Monza-Full for P3. So somehow Cool has managed to hold on to P3 despite the fact he got really bogged down on the line. Didn't get away at all. Whoopi P4, Junkie P5. Let's bring the position changes up quickly. So yeah, Whoopi up 5 places. What a start from him. And Daguna. In fact, both Aston Martins. Whoopi up 5 places, Daguna up 4. What a start for Aston Martin that is. As Newman gets past Baz a bit further down. Still battling actually, let's go to them. As somebody does head into the pits. Oh, it's Whoopi! Oh no! After that awesome start as well. He always gets off the line well, this Whoopi. He's one of those drivers. There seems to be one in, I don't know if, yeah. I mean, you've got to agree with me on this, Pop, but there seems to be one in every league, don't there? There's always one that is able to get off the line extremely well. As we see, McLaren was ghosted slightly there, and I don't know what's happened. Three-Monza-Full's left the session. Get an invite sent to him immediately. So, anyway, we managed to get away without any safety cars in this early point. Maybe a sprint race, but we still, of course, have safety cars. And trying to find us a close gap that might give us a battle here. It's Three-Monza-Full joins back. At the moment, hasn't lost a position while he's been away. And we are just struggling a bit here for close battles, but this one's pretty close. This is Sokolovic in P12, Operator P13, Oozers in 14, Dorian, and Sokolovic goes around the outside of Operator, makes that move stick nicely around Parabolica. He won't have DRS down the straight, so Operator is going to try and get a chance to come back at him using the old slipstream technique. And unfortunately didn't quite get close enough. Good driving, didn't try any silly dive bombs, and he's actually... Oh! That's unfortunate for Operator. He looked like he got a good exit and was going to be able to challenge, but they've just had a bit of a coming together. Nothing major, but just enough to make them get kind of stuck together, it looked like. 2 cars, and there you have it. It's just coming to Moomin, who's caught right onto the back of Daguna. And gets him up into Ascari. Obviously, he did have DRS there. So, for the remainder, it should be active now, DRS, as long as there's no instance. Daguna immediately coming under pressure from Baz as well. meant to go on board with Baz then, but never mind. We'll stick with this. It's a pretty good view. So we're getting a view of the ones ahead as well as Moomin gets past Whale for a P5, and Baz does make the move stick on Daguna, so 2 nice moves for the price of 1 there. Identical moves down into turn 1, which is the most likely we are to see moves, but that unfortunately is the Red Bull of Legoland and Oozers and the Alfa Romeo have either coming together there. So as Moomin makes up another place into P4, he's absolutely flying. Junkie as well. Sorry, Whale as well, getting past Junkie. He can have a look at getting back past Moomin. Oh, I don't fancy being on the outside of Ascari, personally. And sorry, I'm wrong. And yeah, Whale's coming under pressure now from Junkie. Great racing from these guys, really, really tight. But it does look like Moomin's held it, and he's managed to just get away slightly. Imagine that gap's going to get closed up down the pit straight here towards turn 1. That is Baz on the back of these. He's having an absolutely superb sprint race. And that Ferrari just about so is going to see him better there. That is McLaren from the back of the grid up to P8 now. So, well, starts at P18. His teammate started at the very back. But McLaren up 10 places in the sprint so far. Hopefully for him, give him a chance in the race. Is there anything that Well can do about Junkie Emperor? It's going to be tough for him. Well, Junkie's getting a DRS off of Moomin still. But Moomin very close to moving over a second ahead. Of course, every time you get close, you hit a DRS zone again, don't you? It's one of the problems around here. Here in Austria, it's so difficult to lose someone in DRS. You have a few battles. McLaren. Let's go to Ferrari. He's having a look at the inside of Baz for P7. Down into turn 1. Slightly later on the brakes. Quite a few contacts there. There's plenty of space left. I think there's aggressive on the defence in my opinion on that one, but there's plenty of room left, certainly. But, anyway, it stays as it is with McLaren in P8. Will he get another opportunity, maybe up towards Ascari? Or will he use... Oh no, we've lost someone. We've lost Junkie Emperor. And it's out of the second Lesmos. And that is going to bring out a full safety car. And it's going to be a very quick safety car. Just, unfortunately, his car got taken away just as we came around the corner. So we didn't quite get to see him. Usually, you touch the gravel on the outside and end up getting thrown across the track into the wall. Carsey pits. I'm really surprised at that. Reed goes on through. I wouldn't be surprised to see everybody else go through. Carsey's going to have the beautiful soft tyres, but it is... The safety car is only going to do 1 lap and come in again. And Carsey finds himself dropped down to 10th place. And you would think that surely with only, what will only be 2 racing laps, surely he's going to regret that decision. You would think. He must have thought in his mind that everybody was going to come in, but no, not on a sprint race with 2 laps of racing left. So, yeah, I think a little mistake there. Nobody else has come in. I think the guys at the back are are well aware, Woofy will certainly be well aware, his chance to get back up on the pack. What Dorian might not be aware of, they need to be quick. They can't hang about here because, like I say, this safety car will come in this lap. It's not going to stay out. So they need to hurry up if they want a chance of moving up the grid a bit. There's the confirmation safety car in this lap. So I think ultimately, I think Reed won't be able to believe his luck a bit here. Any of the drivers up there won't. So anyway, let's go back to the front, guys, and just see that doesn't look like, unfortunately for them, it doesn't look like Damir Sokolovic and Dang, so 16th, 17th and 18th aren't going to catch the back of the safety car. And away we go. Cool, looks like he's a bit slow off the mark again. Reed flies off. McLaren makes up a place. Lots and lots of movement. Oh, McLaren misses his braking. Movement's ended up round. McLaren's dropping right the way down. Williams is round. I think that's Whale. It's absolute disaster on the restart. And this is exactly what I said earlier on about ARC and having a record amount of tickets in ARC around here a couple of weekends ago. It was all turn one. All of it was turn one. It's a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. McLaren has been disqualified. Carsey finds herself back into P6 now. James is now dropping down. There's a Red Bull round as well. That's Legoland. So both of those round as well. And, now Solex is dropping. I think he's round. He is at Ascari. Stay still too long, Solex. Himself going and finish off hopefully, but Carsey's making a move here. He's gone to the outside on Baz. He's got the extra grip, the extra straight line speed with the extra grip. I would think as Baz does look to defend, and his contact again. Oh, losers and well, get ready for some tickets, people. Told you, Monza is a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. I have not seen one good race around Monza on this year's game at all. It's right up there with your Baku on this year's game. It really is. The amount of contacts and all sorts going on. It's anyway, let's go. Where are we now? So Carsey was spun. He did get back going, and he's in P7. Baz is with Moomin, who's back at... Oh my goodness. I did not curse him then. I didn't even get a chance to say it. Moomin's back up into P4. What a great little job he's done there. But Reed crosses the line and wins the sprint race. He'll start from pole position and pick up 8 points. Pulled by the pool P2. Taylor McKenzie in the end P3. Baz P4, but for some contacts going on, there may be a bit of maybe quite a few clips sent in, I'd imagine. Carsey ends up P5, Daguna 6. Oozers in 7. Sorry, did I just say that? Oozers in 7. Oozers. Get on, lad. Oops, McLaren. Did you miss your break in there, mate? It's such a horrible feeling once you know you've done it and you're just you're just a passenger. Oh, goodness me. They'd have 8 places with 2 laps. We'll be, yeah, well done, mate. There we go, in a way. Oozers P7 picks up a couple of championship points. He'll be over the moon. And Davey, our pre-quali interview this evening. Davey picking up a single point as well. Well done, guys. Brilliant. Operator so close. P9 for Operator. So close to a championship point. Wilpie in 10th. Soklovic 11th. Whale 12th. Dorian 13th. Moomin 14th. James 15th. Lego Lamb in 16th. Solex 17th. Junkie Emperor 18th. McLaren in 19th. And, well, there you go. And, well, I think ultimately, though, I would go into Race Director and get all the instants, well, but unfortunately it doesn't let you do it on a sprint race. It's so annoying. Just takes you through to the menu, the next screen. Yeah, Epic Recovery, Whoopie, well done, mate. Oh, goodness me. Never mind, never mind. Gets to it all again on a longer race. Right, there's just a message gone out in Discord. Everybody, the race will start at 8:48, so it's 5 minutes. So do what you got to do. Make yourself a cup of tea, get a beer. It's a little boys' room, or girls' room, whatever it is you got to do. That was appalling, says well. Yeah, I agree. Oh, sorry, that's in Discord. I'm supposed to read that out. But yeah, it wasn't. It's one driver. Well, I think it was one driver in McLaren, but I'm not. It could have been more, but that's all it takes, isn't it? That's why I don't like Monza. It's if everything gets off and everybody goes all right, and that's it. There's no safety cars, then it can be great. It could be a great race for us to watch, but as soon as you get safety cars and everybody gets bunched back up again, and you have multiple restarts, it could really turn into a nightmare. But at least that was just a sprint race. Well, the main thing is the main race. Let's see if that goes better. As I get kicked again. I don't know why it's doing this. My internet's absolutely top form tonight. So I assume it must be the servers. But okay, guys. Well, as I said, grab yourselves a drink or whatever. I'm gonna do the same. So I'll be back shortly, and we'll do it all again. Right, guys. There we go. So I'm back in the Taylor front wing damage left from last to third. Nicely done, Taylor. Epic thing. And what time is it? Yes, it is time. It is 48. So the shout out should be coming any moment. But, hopefully the drivers just use their 5 minutes just to take a breath and calm down and get ready to go again. So I raced here a couple of weeks ago. I actually had a quali ban, so I didn't have any choice but to start from the back on my race, and I think it was the best thing that could have possibly happened for me. But let's hope. Oh, you'll get slapped with what do you mean? With a 1 minute pen? You won't get slapped with a 1 minute pen. Right. Here we go. Formation lap underway. This time, definitely need to look at the tyres. There will be multiple strategies going on here. So, here we go then. The top three have opted for the hard tyres. So's Carsey in P5, so's Oozers in 7th. And also Whale, Dorian, Moomin and James. And the two at the back as well, Junkie and McLaren, both opting for the hards as well. Second favourite choice is the mediums, which is Baz, the Gooner, Operator, Whoopi, Damir Sotlovic, Lego Lamb, and Solex. And then the only one opting for the softs is Davey. I thought we might have seen one or two more than that, I must admit. Soft tyres around here, it's a genuine strategy choice around here to do a soft to hard. I suppose any of the hard drivers could be doing hard softs, so we might be seeing more than that on softs, but it is a genuine strategy option. Without doubt, your biggest problem around here in terms of tyre wear is your left rear tyre. So maybe some adjusting the differential as you race. Maybe trying to deal with the extra wear in the rear tyres. The right rear does wear faster than the fronts as well, so the wear is fully on the back, but it's the left rear that is the really bad one. So 9 laps on medium tyres and the left rear was on 50%, which is not where you want to be. And, definitely, without doubt around here, the hard tyres are the best tyre. It's the optimal tyre is the hard tyre around there. So, what we do also know about the hard tyre is it doesn't generally aid for great starts off the line, so there is a chance anybody on hards could be a bit... They need to react well to the lights. They need to be aware of their extra stopping distance they need for turn 1, because they're always cold. Again, we can take a look at this view, I suppose. It's not that bad. As they get underway, and it looks to me like Reed reacted really nicely. Caused him to be a bit slow off the line again. So we head down towards Mercedes and the Aston Martin. And, ooh, I'm not sure why he ghosted, but he seems to... Oh, for goodness sake, you've got to be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna come out on the start of the race. No. So, actually, guys, that car probably didn't ghost that we saw, because it was me losing connection that probably made it look like that on our screen. But It's clearly having some sort of trouble communicating or connecting to the online services tonight. I hope when I do finally get fibre broadband, all this nonsense stops. Slightly worrying that I just got an invite from Mel. I'll be hoping that he's driving. Certainly by far the worst problems I've had on a Tuesday night with the connection. That's why Well was in the pits, so that's why he was able to send me the invite. Anyway, as we rejoin then, still very tight. Sokovic and Well are pitted at the end of lap 1 by the looks of things. Taylor is leading from Reed. Carsey is in P3. Reed looks like he's going to have a look here. Goes to the outside of Taylor and has the move done before they reach Parabolica. Obviously there is no DRS this lap, so activate now, so they won't get it here this lap, but they will get it up to Ascari. So a little bit of swapping about at the fastest lap there as well. Some details up. So anyway, sorry, let's have a gander as McLaren gets up into 10th. So again, he's off to a good start this time. Up 9 places McLaren, but change round. Just got a battle going on here. It's and Baz. He arrives at the second chicane first and holds position then. So Whoopi holds on to P6 or gains P6, whichever way around it was. So Reed back to where he started now in the lead. Taylor P2 up 1 place. Carsey's gained a couple. Coolbutterpool's lost a couple. Daguna at 1. Whoopi up 4. So good start from very nice start from Whoopi. Baz down 3, moving up 6. As Carsey moves into P2, I think. But Taylor may have had a moment. Oh, Moomin's out. We've lost Moomin in the McLaren. And that looks like your standard sort of losing it and ended up across the track. There he is in the McLaren. And we've got full course yellows, but it's not a full safety car. It's I'm pretty sure this is just about sort on the left hand side there. It's a VSC. It's a virtual safety car. There is a couple of pit stops going on. Taylor is in. Legoland's in. And if I was Davey, I'd be pitting here. But he's gone on, and he's continued through. I have to admit, if I was Davey, I would have pitted. That would come off the softs in a way, so I would have said, I'm going to pit here for the hards, but too late now. The EFC will be finished by the time he gets round there again. I don't know, he might have been actually really quite close to the pits by the time that came out, so he might not have had much chance to make the decision. So, Legoland picks up a drive through for speeding under the VSC. And Wolfie's got a move on his teammate. It seems to be a little bit lagging going on. Lose this unlucky moment. Yeah, you don't have much of a loving relationship with Monza, do you? But never mind, mate. You're doing well as well. You were doing well. Your teammate's doing well as well, so let's hope he can carry that on. He picked up a point as well in the sprint race, so let's hope he can score well for the team. So, all sorts going on. Nice turn one once more. It's been quite difficult. I'm definitely getting quite a bit of lag on my screen, which is making it a bit difficult to know exactly what's happening there. But McLaren gets up into P7. James and Oozers are battling, actually. So coming around. So here they are. And that's James getting past Oozers, but Oozers is going to get a good run out of there. Right. Oh, I don't know if I'd want to be going side by side here. This is a dangerous corner, but they navigate it really well together. Keep the battle going. Oozers is going to get the DRS. Is he going to be able to get a decent enough exit from that angle, though? And it not really. So head up under the bridge now. Oh, who's that? That's Junkie Emperor. Gets past Oozers. He moves into a position to help his teammate now. So let's see. Junkie's likely to carry on, wanting to try and get past his teammate James here. Carsey sets fastest lap and does have the lead of the race now. Really showing a difference here with race pace. And here we go then for a Junkie. He moves down the inside. Teammate James not really putting up any sort of battle to stay ahead. Happy to allow that to happen. What's happened to... No, not you. Where's Solex? Who's that? That's James. I'm sure I just saw the car around then. Taylor? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know what's happened to Solex, so I can't even select his gamer card. So nothing I could do for him. So McLaren has a look at Baz, but Baz holds him off on this occasion. Having a look at Baz. You can see from that picture there that Baz is very close to Daguna as well. His red light is flashing. Daguna may actually become vulnerable to a double overtake here. Two cars coming past. There's the DRS. Oh, I think McLaren's going to get boxed in. There's a little bit... Sounds like there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on, but couldn't really tell. But, in the end, it was a double overtake past Daguna. Nothing he could do. They were just so close, and with the DRS as well. That was it, as Baz again holding McLaren off. Doing really well at the moment. Really putting up strong defence. And into the pits has come James. Looks like he's exited in P14 and will head on his way. So, just going to nip off for this one because we have got another battle here as well. This is Whoopi closing in on Call by the Pool for P3. Again, as you can see, it is a sort of thing with Italy or Monza. People do use a lot of energy around here. We do have a yellow flag in sector 3, and I'm sorry to say that it's Oozers. But he isn't out. He has had a moment or a crash or something, but he's not out. And he's back going again. So again, they get underway. It does look so. There are, certainly on my screen, there's a lot of cars that are looking like they're lagging a bit to me, as Davey pits off of his softs then. And he's going about his business very nicely tonight, is Davey. Very impressed so far. So he picks up a championship point in the sprint. And he's done his first stint very nicely on the softs, and now he'll be going to the end on these hard tyres. He's just got to get him up to temperature. And that is Oozers behind him. So, also on hard tyres. It's Certainly one of the better drivers tonight so far, Davey. And back to our battle then. McLaren still stuck on the back of Baz. This one is Cool and Whoopi. So, oh, and Whoopi's round. Oh, I did the exact same thing in a practice race earlier on. He was straight into the pits. Is he taking some damage? Even if he hasn't, he might decide to pit. He does indeed. So seems to make sense for Whoopi to pit there. Hopefully that might limit the damage that does to his race somewhat, and he can get onto the fresh tyres and try and make inroads into the cars ahead instead. There's plenty of cars that are going to be ahead of him that still need to pit, so continue with this one. So another DRS. The way Baz is defending this, that he must have some serious straight line speed in that Merc. Like a corner cut that time, I think he would have picked up a warning into Ascari there. So we head down once more to Parabolica as McLaren doing the right thing there. He didn't really look to push an overtake, just wants to stay close, and now done just that, and now he's going to get the opportunity. It's a much better exit off of Parabolica, and through he goes. He's still got a decent amount of energy. Look, 36% he's on it. Well, 40% call it at the moment. It is a track Monza. You can use a reasonable amount of energy without actually losing any across the lap. It does you well. Basically, what I'm saying is you do gain quite a bit back per lap around here. So certainly something you can do. Just an update on the very front, guys. Carsey has extended a 4-second lead now over Reed, and whatever reason, Carsey's race pace just unreal at the moment. Not much Reed could do about it, but at the moment they're on the hard tyres. It's sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the tyres make a difference, and you find that one driver might be a bit quicker or slower on a certain tyre compound as they get kicked again. This is driving me mad tonight. Last time it was this bad, I did actually give up, but I'm not going to give up tonight, I promise. We'll keep going. Yes, everybody's left the session. Nobody's left the session. Go away. Hurry up. So frustrating. You guys watching, I do apologise about this time. I don't know what's causing it whatsoever. I checked the internet and it's running absolutely brilliantly, so there's no reason for this. It's unreal movement, honestly. It drives me nuts sometimes. Sometimes sometimes it works great and it's wonderful, and but when it don't want to work, it really, pushes the boat out to really mess you about. I'm not gonna lie. Right, so we rejoin in a way. Still the same at the front. Gap slightly higher, but otherwise still the same. Let's have a look. Cool by the pool in P3. Baz in P4. So Baz has gotten back ahead of McLaren, who has dropped off of him as well. So it looks like, or it suggests to me, that McLaren's maybe had some sort of moment, but it's only been a very small moment that's Just lost him a few seconds, and that's it. So hopefully he can continue his charge. Junkie P6. Solek's in the pits, but he still goes. He's still an AI, so he's not with us. But that AI is absolutely flying tonight. There's all sorts going on. Have we got any close enough for a battle? Davian Oozers is. So, yeah, of course, Oozer started on the hard tyres, so he's 11 laps in on his hards. Davey, of course, has made his pit stop and going on nicely. McLaren is in and retired. And that will... McLaren, if you're listening, you need to, if you got some damage or something, you need to clip it, please. You're not allowed to retire in the pits. Can't be asked. Okay. That's a bit disappointing, mate. Not gonna lie. How's me day been, Kai? It's been just another day, really. Quiet. Getting on with things, just doing little bits here and there. Just looking out for Tauri, I think, in trouble at Parabolica. And, that may have been Damir Sokovic. So, into the pits then is Baz. It's up a speeding in the pit lane penalty, 5 seconds. Got yourself one of those last night. They're so frustrating. So frustrating. There we have it. So at the moment, our top 5 yet to pit. Taylor's just moved into that top 5. So Baz is just pitted. Daguna had already pitted. Baz with a hefty lead. So, I don't know, Popper. Don't know what's happened there. Don't know why he's been like that. But, there we go. Users on the back of Davey. Still, so it's giving us a battle for the moment just to watch, but it's in fact we'll go up to this one now because these guys, they are teammates, but they have called up next to each other. Reed is into the pits then. He's the first front runner to pit. And goes to mediums. You would assume that Carty would just react to that and pit next lap. Whereas Cool might do the opposite. They're pretty spaced out, all 3 of them, really. I don't think it's going to make too much difference. I think Carty could probably do a couple more laps yet and still be okay. But anyway, here goes Whoopi then to have a go at taking the place of his teammate for P7. And that's what they do. And Gunnar doesn't fight him. And say they are those two. You will spot this throughout the whole season if you stay with us watching, and they are the epitome of teammates, the way that teammates should work. So As suggested, Carsey does react to Reed, who we're with at the moment. So he's not getting the opportunity, really, he needed to have any chance of really getting the undercut to work. He needed Carsey to try and do some extra laps on the hard tyres, but he hasn't, and he is already out of the pits. And he's already gone through turn 1. That's... yeah. So I don't know, I didn't see it, but did Reed maybe get held up a bit maybe on the outlap? Obviously there is, Carsey's got to go through the heat and the tyre stage, so Reed will close that up a bit, but I think maybe, I didn't realise, but maybe Reed did get caught up behind Taylor. So, there once more. Junkie there, fighting with Whoopi. So Junkie's made his pit stop onto the medium tyres as Whoopi picks up a free second, but Whoopi doesn't want to lose the position. He wants to stay. Junkie doesn't want to lose the position. He's got to heat those mediums up. He doesn't particularly want to fall behind the driver on hard tyres, especially 7-lap old hard tyres already. So, just looking for Davey. I must admit, it's not worked out as well as I thought it was going to do for Davey. I thought he was going to end up running up at about P6 and then having to defend, but unless he's had a little moment somewhere, I don't know. But into the pits finally then is Taylor McKenzie. So I say finally, he did actually have to pit early in the race, but so yeah, he did actually start on these hards. He's gone back to them now, having done his medium stint. And where is he going to come out? It's going to be close to Davey. I think he's going to come out just behind Davey and Oozers. They are going to be close down into turn 1. Much Taylor can do there. He's going to have to foul in behind, get the tyres up to temperature, and then look to move forward. Oozers at any point now should be, well, depending on whether he's planning on going to mediums or softs, he should be moving out the way at some point here for a pit stop, so that would be one out the way. And you would think then that Davey would become a reasonably easy target with DRS for Taylor. And just keep an eye on other gaps, but we are pretty spaced out through the field. We're not too close together, so we haven't got loads of battles to pick from as Carsey sets fastest lap. Oh, Junkie's out. Oh, we're going to have a safety car. We are going to have a safety car. He's just there. It's on the right-hand side. That is unusual. Well, I think that's unusual. Just there on the right-hand side, look. That's... unless he's hit someone and bounced... unless he's lost it, gone into the left barrier and bounced right the way back across the track. Would explain the reason he's out, a hefty impact. So, well, that's what a lot of these guys were hoping for to happen. I'm not exactly sure who's still on the lead lap and who's not. And lose a session. But, so I don't think Legoland's on the lead lap, and I don't think Soklovic is. I'm not sure about Dorian. Yeah, no, Dorian is not on the lead lap. Fortunately for him, he's got Carsey. It is only Carsey that's ahead of him. So if he catches up to the back of Carsey, if Carsey notices, he might look to move out the way of him. Oh, no, Dorian, you didn't just pit, did you? Oh, yeah, well, yeah, he's on 5-lap old softs, to be fair. He kind of needs to pit, but I think I might have been obliged to see if Carsey would move out the way before pitting to get back on the lead lap. But Yeah, now he's gonna. Yeah, now he's not gonna be able to get let past because there's too many cars between him and the safety car. The Gooner pits. So so far, most are opting to stay out. Davey stayed out and he's up to P5. Taylor stays out. He'd only just pitted Taylor. The Gooner goes to softs. So, yeah, we're certainly in striking range of softs. It's a bit iffy. It is 9 laps remaining. So in the sprint race earlier on the 9th lap, the both drivers that had a go, not in the sprint race rewatch, but in the practice sprint race earlier on, 2 drivers had a go on softs, and both their tyres blew up on the 9th lap. So it's a little bit dodgy, but I guess because we're going to have, I would predict actually we're probably going to have a full 3 laps under safety car. They should be able to get to the end. So, but what this does do is it's allowed Oozers to pit under safety car. I mean, he's actually still in the top 10. James has brought him back to the fold. Whale, operator, may have been forgiven to thinking that maybe their race was running out of time for something like this to happen. We've still got Solex still. They are, well, ghosted. I don't know what's going on there. That's, AI is doing wonders today. So, there we go, in a way. Oh, Junkie, you were kidding me. Junkie, you raced with Flu, mate. Oh, goodness me, that cannot have been easy. You had a coughing. Oh, that is just. Oh! Pull by the pole. What a mistake. Now, Baz has nipped past him. They are teammates in a way. But, don't look to go past him. You did go off track, and if he overtook you while you were off the track, that's his place. If he overtook you at any other point, it would be telling him to give the position back. So it looks like he's gained that position legally. And, legally, but sneakily. Oh, goodness me, mate. Yeah, that is... I can't think of another game, really, that you could play that is worse if you've got Flu. Oh. Well, considering you were playing with Flu, mate, you were doing bloody well for that. So, anyway, first time we get the full safety car out in the main feature race, but I think in terms of WAOF1 races, I think this does go up into the end of the bit sort of messier side of things. What am I trying to say? Like one of the messiest races we've had. But every league has these races. You just got to get through them when they happen. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things. Frustrating for everybody involved, even myself. But so you've just got to get through them, get on with it, come back next week for what will probably end up being a great race. If Wales listening to this, I may actually make him crash by saying this, but next week we are at Zandvoort. I remembered what track we're at next week, and no, I didn't look. I haven't got it open. Didn't look. Just remembered that. Incredible. I don't know why I'm doing a French accent. Right, Italy tonight, and Zandvoort is in Holland next week. Anyway, safety car in this lap. There is the safety car. Whale catches as well. So we do know there's 3 drivers in there then that are a lap down. And goodness knows what's happened to Solex. Unfortunately, rejoined the league. Raced in the first season. It's second race, I believe, since rejoining, but he's been gone for the whole race. So you have it. And yeah, I have seen Whoopi's comment there. Yeah, I agree. I would expect drivers, regardless of ghosting, I do still expect drivers to adhere to actual rules, as I think Taylor's made up the place too fast on Davey. He did indeed, and he had to give it back. And now he's going to make it up again. Into turn 1. And they were pretty tight behind. Oh, looks like we've had a bit of contact going on, is it? Or no, it's just a couple of back markers are ghosted, is all. But that was a bit confusing. As oh, Carsey's picked up a penalty. Oh, and big contact between the drivers. They recovered pretty quickly. It's just minimum damage done. I don't know about Whoopi might have been caught up in that. I'm not sure. So well, now Sutton finds himself up in 9th. He's going to go to the what will eventually be the outside of Oozers. Not often we get to see the 2 bosses battling on track. And yeah, well, he's going to have to back out of that one as they catch the back of the McLaren as well. And he's going to get boxed in going into Ascari. Not a very nice place to be. So, what's going on here? Well, oh, James. It's cheeky. Cheeky from James. Effectively up the inside. Oh, no, he's lost it. Oh, he nearly took well with him then, but he lost it. It's Parabolica. Well, he's so glad he hasn't collected him. So hopefully James, yeah, he did get going again, so he's still in the race. As, of course, with Solex being there, presumably he's going to be taken out. I would imagine he's going to be taken out of the result as well gets past Oozers. But, still got. I think we may have to have a little bit of a clarification on rules in the Discord, because even though we've got ghosting on, you should still be adhering to blue flag rules and moving out the way of leaders. So it's I think maybe just a little reminder just to go out on that one. It's get a set to 3 yellow. It's a Ferrari, and I think it's well, it must be Dorian's. McLaren no longer with us. DRS is re-enabled. The question up the front is, can Reed conjure something up to stay within 3 seconds of Carsey, who has just found... Well, it's like he's found the turbo button on his steering wheel or something. Davey and Whale battle down into turn 1. Well, does a little switch back. He actually did it too well in a sense, because he got too far alongside by the time they were coming out of turn 2. But gets a bit of run. It does look like Davey's maybe got his wings up a bit high for Monza. So he's on hard tyres, and he has done 16 laps, to be fair. And Zuzers goes past as well. It goes to Kara's Solex again. So. Oh, that's an AlphaTauri in the background. And, well, it's Soklovic, who's down at the back at the moment. So, there we have it. So, well, now up to P6. Taylor's done very nicely staying P5. Baz P4, Kubota P3. He's just dropped out at 3 seconds, but he picks himself up at 3 seconds as well. Well, Taylor and Whale It's difficult, there's only 3 laps remaining, but I was going to say the world's your oyster if you can catch them, but it's a bit of an ask. 3 laps, I don't think that's really possible. Thanks to these guys. Oozers is sticking with Whale here. Just past Operator. Operator having a very nice race as well, by the way. P10 at the moment. So, very nice race for him. Certainly deserves to mention. Unfortunately, it's brand new rival that he didn't even know he had at the start of the day. Davey has named Operator as his rival, and Operator having a great race in P10 while his rival's having a race of his life in P8. It's strange how things can happen sometimes, as again, gaps are appearing through the veil very, very quickly here. The Gooner is trying to get close enough to the back of Davey, and time is running out. Although, having said that, the Gooner's got a penalty, so it's not really going to help him. If we get the penalties up, actually, a second. So as you can see, the top 3 all have 3 seconds each. Obviously, all this will be pending any instant reports going in, and etc. But 3 seconds each for the top 3. Baz has got 8 seconds, so actually, at the moment, he is looking at lose. Well, yeah, he's certain to lose a place to Taylor as it stands right now. Making Taylor's day even better. What a race he's had today. I have to say, he's absolutely marching towards driver of the day. Is Taylor, in my opinion. He's anybody that watches regularly knows I will give it to a penalty-free driver. That is the absolute paramount thing for me. If you want driver of the day, you need to be penalty-free. I've not had the problem yet that nobody's been penalty free, so I'll cross that hurdle when I get there. I guess it'd be the lowest amount of penalties, but so I think we need to go back up to the leaders then, as car seat. Did he win? Was that not the last lap? I thought we were on the last lap. Should we do another lap? Let's do another lap. Let's do one more, guys. Let's do one more. Just keep going. We're going to do one more lap. I swear we were on the last lap. Apparently not. Apparently not. So, well, Carsey ultimately did make a mistake in the sprint race by pitting. Took me by surprise, I must admit, but yeah, certainly made a mistake in the sprint race when he pitted, but he made short work of getting to the front today, and now he is at the front. Or once he did get to the front, he's been relentless, to be fair to him. He's driven absolutely superbly. I will rub the mistake in the sprint race. I will rub that in the podium interviews a little bit for him. But I'm going to get a chance to speak to Cool by the Pool as well, who's going to pick up a highly deserved podium. He has been right up there through qualifying and everything. It's Cool by the Pool. Qualify third. Finish sprint P2. As Carsey wins in Italy to extend his run, and Reed finishes P2 to keep the damage to a minimum. Cool by the Pool, fantastic today in P3, and I'll get to speak to you shortly. Taylor does get promoted to P4 and takes my drive of the day. Absolutely superb drive from Taylor today. Baz in P5, superb result for Baz. Whale in, well, I don't think, after everything that's happened for Wales today, I don't think he'd be too unpleased with P6, quite frankly. It's been one of those days, isn't it, Mr. Whale? But yeah, I think you've got to be quite happy to end up with P6. And Oozers, Mr. Oozers will be over the moon with P7. And his teammate will be over the moon with him getting P7. So, great result for Alfa Romeo today. The game's given driver of the day to Solex, who wasn't even there. the game has given the only AI in the race the drive of the day. But I overrule the game and I give it to Taylor Mackenzie, who's been absolutely superb today. As we celebrate on the podium. Celebrate on the podium then. Allow the celebrations to go on. Great Italian wine. No Ferraris on the podium in Monza, in Italy. Tifosi will not be pleased with what they've seen today, but it is what it is. As Carsi runs out the top scorer today, but actually only 3 points the difference. I didn't see who got fastest lap. I think he may have got fastest lap, so it may be 4 points the difference. Don't forget there is. So just run through the race and sprint results. There we have it. I got down to Uzas, didn't I? So Davey finished P8. Well done, Davey. Brilliant result, buddy. Operator as well, P9. Very well done. It's Solitz a P10, but he won't count. So it's Daguna P10, James in 11, Whoopi 12, Lego Lamb in 13, Dorian 14, Soklovic in 15, and Junkie down. Unfortunately, didn't make it to the end. Let's see if I can get the boys in. Yeah, didn't get to do the instant reports, but hello. Let's get you all in.
So by the pool, saying he can't do the interview.
Oh, okay, no worries, thank you. Let's say, yeah, okay, no worries. All right then, guys. Well, it's just for you two then. So, Reed, I'll speak to you first. First of all, obviously, congratulations on second, but also congratulate you won the sprint race as well. So, congratulations on that as well. So. Yeah, I mean, how was it out there? It was clearly a very difficult race. But how was it from a driver's perspective? Are you there, Reed? Reed? Are you
Having
there?
some
Reed?
microphone issues.
Okay,
Reedy?
Carsey, let's come to
Hello.
you first.
Hello.
Hello. Congratulations on your victory. Yeah, you had to do it the hard way, really. I think surely you'll put your hands up and admit that you made a mistake in the sprint by pitting. But it's always a bit difficult when you're the lead car to know what to do. But you opted to pit, and it sort of backfired a bit. But it meant you had to do it the hard way in the race, and you've done just that and won. Maybe you made it a bit more exciting for you, perhaps.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I knew even when I was making the decision that pitting in the sprint race was a mistake. I thought, though, I would probably come out in like third or fourth, just looking at the gaps, and then I could fight my way up to the front, and I was hoping for that, but I grossly underestimated it, and I ended up like 10th, and at that point, I didn't have much of a chance. I think I would have got up to second, but then someone like broke way too late into turn one and hit me round, so then I was back down again. But just made the race more exciting for me, so yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm getting massive echoes going on.
We can hear Reed now.
Right. I think that's how I can hear myself, is through Reed, maybe. I can't hear Reed.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can now. Yeah.
Sorry, lads. Sorry.
You're all good.
Okay, that's right. Just all you got to do normally is press on. That's
No, I know.
If you included,
I had no batteries in it. You see, I was trying to switch it around between the lead and the battery and stuff.
Oh right, okay. Have you included your audio as well, mate?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So just saying to Carsey here. So obviously you won the sprint race, and Carsey had a little. Well, he decided to pit in the sprint race, which I imagine surprised you a lot. Allowed you to take the victory. So well done on that. But obviously in the race, once he catches it seems impossible to stay with.
Yep. Yeah, unbelievable, unbelievable pace. It's great to be able to drive against him, and that's really all I can say. I didn't have any more, and he had the extra pace, so you can only be congratulate him for that. He's incredible. But yeah, I was happy to come in behind him.
Yeah, let's say you won the sprint race. There was a little moment I got a bit excited for you because Carsey picked up 3 seconds. But I think it was only about 2 laps after the restart, and I looked at the time difference, and it was already 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, well, I think he had it covered anyway, but of course it gives you a wee bit of hope, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and makes things interesting for us. Did either of you get caught up in any?
Cool by the pool. What a drive!
Oh, superb! Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sorry, Court. Absolutely, should mention you. I understand you can't come in and do an interview, but absolutely superb drive. And he finished second in the sprint race. And he qualified P3, finished P2 in the sprint race and P3 in a race. So superb sprint race, P3 all the way through. Superb.
Yeah,
driver of the day, by the way. Unfortunately, called by the pool. Sorry, I'm not good at you, but my rules, you've got to be penalty free. So Taylor McKenzie is my driver of the day today. So brilliant drive from him. Brilliant. Sorry, I'm getting this echo, and it's really, really putting me off. Okay. Really, really putting me off. It's all right. Okay. Anyway, did you guys have any little incidents or anything? Were you involved in any contacts?
It was just for me at the restart in the sprint race. At one point, I overtook the Ferrari, literally straight line turn 1. That's going to have to be looked at. And I overtook a few people because of that. And then I was forced to let people by because there was a straight line. So people were off the track and there was yellows, but I overtook the people that had been crashed off, so I had to slow down 5 seconds to let them back past. It was very frustrating. And then there was a Mercedes hit me in the back later on.
Yeah, the Ferrari's McLaren. We got a really good view of it on the restart, and he just clearly misses his braking.
It happens.
You can see that he sort of tries to move to stop himself hitting someone, but there's nothing he could do. No matter which direction he went in, he was going to hit someone. So
yeah, it happens. Yeah. It is what it is.
So, all right, guys, we're going to wrap up. So, as always, guys, thank you very much for all of you that have watched live and kept me sort of entertained throughout. And thank you to everybody that watched the stream back as well. I really appreciate it. The views have been incredible all season so far. So hopefully we keep going. Just a quick one, guys. We're at Zandvoort next week. Is that the track that you guys like?
Yeah, haven't spent much time on it, but certainly look forward to it. I'd say Carsey probably feels the same about that.
I hate it. I like the track, but I just can never get a flow around there. I'm hoping I can find something during practice, but I've had to do full races around it twice for WR, and neither time I've had any fun. I just can't get any kind of flow around it. So I'll try and find something before next week.
Cool. Okay,
Helly, thank you so much.
Thanks. No worries, man.
Thank you, sir.
So, thank you to everybody that's watched then. I'll be back on Friday for PRF1 at 8:30. Otherwise, we'll be back same time next week for WAOF1 and Zandvoort. Good night, God bless.
Good night,
have a nice rest of the week.